Amidst the now familiar shambles of US third world elections, this that was meant to be an election special broadcast of the mother of all talk shows can be no such thing, because 24 hours on, nobody knows who's going to be running America when the dust settles over the midterms of 2022. The political map was not redrawn, that much we can say. There was no red wave, but there's been a gigantic news management effort. First of all, the red wave was talked up by the very media that now describe it as a red trickle. And as the Republicans have virtually certainly taken one house of Congress, the House of Representatives, from the Democrats, putting Joe Biden's presidency into lame duck territory, and they still well might take control of the Senate. It's not clear why that's not a good night for the Republicans and a disastrous night for the Democrats. But I've been looking online for the latest analysis and I can't find it. Even when I look at trending, there's 10 things trending before it. It's almost as if the high water mark of Joe Biden Democrats' midterm results has already been passed. Mind you, we know some things. We know that Democratic voters like lesbians, they like abortion, they like electing the first ever everything, they like electing stroke victims who can barely now, alas, speak their name. They like electing the multicolor minorities, but amongst the blue-collar white people in the United States, they have, I'm afraid, trailed and trailed and trailed again. And the United States would seem to be a country divided almost half and half. And with Donald Trump waiting in the wings, and believe me, he is still waiting in the wings, you've got to say there's going to be a hell of a punch-up, even inside the Republican Party, between Trump and his governor, Ron DeSantis, who may very well now be the heir apparent for the leadership of the Republican Party. And, of course, it's undoubtedly true that Kingmaker Trump picks clowns rather than kings, because the stroke victim who can barely speak, who lived with his parents till he was 50, who's never had a job, and who intends to lean in on the American-Israel international relationship, was beaten. The quack television Dr. Oz proved that he was no electoral wizard. But there are still some important contests still in play, and we'll be talking to 3 wizards of the American political and journalistic scene in the course of this, the mother of all talk shows.